YouTube. How Bobby althoff. I never knew how to pronounce her last name. If I mispronounced it, y'all let me know down in the comment section below. But Bobby lost her entire audience in 1 year. This is the story of it by the one and only Jamari. So without further ado, let's get straight into the reaction.
So it has been quite a long time since we last checked in on Bobbi althoff. Around a year and a half ago, I actually declared her the biggest industry plant I had ever witnessed hit the podcast scene.
Hi guys, welcome to the Really Good Podcast with your host, Bobbi althoff.
Basically, this woman came out of nowhere and had some huge guests like Drake, Mark Cuban, and other celebrities on her show that she dubbed the Really Good Podcast.
I think my mom named me after a lawyer, which always kind of like...
I always thought them sitting in the bed for this
Within a week
interview
of the
was
Drake
crazy.
interview, because the only content that she had made online before this was essentially a spoof of mommy blogger TikTok content, where she did garner millions of followers, mainly moms all around the country who liked her sarcastic brand of humor, into another career in podcasting after she offered her followers $300 if they could get a celebrity to come onto her podcast.
It was like a finder's fee, right? You said if you get a celebrity, I will pay you $300.
Yeah.
She says that
what if I get
led
like
to
the biggest
episode with
celebrity of
Marco,
all time and
which
you
would in
only
turn
give me
lead to her
300?
being in bed with Drake.
Just
You
give
can
me the
picture her to
revenue
be like
off
the
the
slightly
interview
more
that you do with the
successful
nigga.
Hawk Tuah girl. To me, their careers actually draw a lot of parallels to each other. But one has to
Oh
tell
yeah,
the
they like
world
the
her
same girl
methods
to me. Like this weird like white girl trend going on, bro. Like at first it was Bobby, and now it's the spit on that thing, girl. It's like a weird like white girl revolution going on. Like I don't know if they're trying to make white girls like industry plants or some shit now, but it's just like whenever one white girl falls off, it's just another white girl that is coming in to fill the exact same spot, and then when her time is up, it's gonna be another white girl.
You know, they both had that type of lightning in a bottle rise to fame.
They look like they could be related,
Damn,
though.
this world is
I ain't
getting
even
really
gonna hold you.
up. But to be fair to Bobbi, she does seem a lot more intelligent than Hawk Tuah. And with Bobbi having such an astronomical rise to fame in such a short period of time,
like check it. Smash or pass Bobby or the other girl.
the fact that most people felt like she was directly biting her entire deadpan comedic style from Funny Marco himself, she started to get a lot of ridicule online. I don't think it helped that she missed her son's birthday party to be there in bed with Drake that day.
You know,
I flew all the way here.
You did. I really do appreciate
on my daughter's first birthday.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
You missed your daughter's first birthday.
As it was her brand to be dry and sarcastic, but now it's been revealed that she was being totally serious. The other thing was, when she was doing these interviews, she would constantly be making passes at these men, asking them if they would sleep with her or if she was their type.
Am I your type?
Nah, you're a little too old for Drake.
I'd do it.
Also, it got even more wild when people found out that she was still married. Strangely enough, the dude would actually file for divorce the very same month the Drake podcast came out, which led to quite a bit of speculation online.
Nigga got his girl took by Drake,
One
man.
thing I will say is that she was way ahead of her
probably
time
not
when
the
it came
first,
to the Drake
won't be the
mistreatment,
last.
deleting their interview right after it started going viral and hating at his concert. But after a while, the sarcastic, too cool to care bit really got old, and she even got put in her place by rapper Offset, who let her know that she wasn't all that.
You wanted to be on my podcast.
Why you keep saying that, Kevin? That shit, man. I honestly didn't even want to do this shit. I don't fucking do interviews. You heard, you already told me you looked me up. I'm walking out on bullshit. I'm fucking with you because they're making me.
As a matter of fact, he cooked the hell out of her.
You need a little bit of seasoning.
That was like the start of the
You
downfall.
ain't got no seasoning, man. You like a plain piece of chicken just on the thing. You pull it off, and then you serve the dish.
That's an accurate description of
You can
that's low-key an accurate
this
description.
I paid for this motherfucker. You can leave now.
Then she changed up her whole look, and she went on a show with Kiki Palmer, and right there she got accused of being an industry plant right to her face.
She's
I know.
an industry plant.
Right?
I am, but...
But she's not the only one.
kind of
It's an
planty.
industry
We
plant
have
all
the
the
same
time, bro.
manager,
So you
so
can't
it's
even
I
fault
know,
her
isn't
for
that
it.
crazy?
Feels a bit planty.
This is definitely...
you got here in 5 minutes. It took me 20 years.
Hey, it has been a minute.
What I think industry plan is, it's like somebody that has been like that is tied to someone else.
It's somebody
in the
that just
industry
popped out of
and
nowhere,
uses
dog.
those connections.
Ryan Garcia chasing her around the room like they were on the playground.
I've seen this in a black video before.
He would later tweet out that they had this intimate situation after that was recorded, and she continued with this reputation that she was kind of being bounced around the industry.
If Bobby got a BBL,
I like to read people's messages.
man, you know how many niggas will be on that, bro?
No. I don't like
I'll let you read one message if you let me read one message.
I delete all of my messages. Are you cleaning? I do. You
Exactly
don't.
what a cheater would do.
Delete my messages?
Yeah, you keep yours.
People that delete their messages are cheaters.
Low key.
I'm not a liar or a cheater. I hate liars.
Bro, people say that they hate liars, but let's be honest. We all have told or said a lie. Like, if you don't want anybody in your business, you're gonna lie about the situation, bro. People who say they hate liars only hate it when you lie to them. You feel me? Like, I think everybody lies. It's okay to lie sometimes. You feel me? If nobody else is gonna tell you, I'm gonna be the first to tell you. It's definitely okay to lie to some people, bro.
Nowadays, Bobbi's channel and TikTok are mainly inactive, and the last couple of podcasts only garnered a small percentage of what she was averaging only a year ago. For an hour,
fell off,
Bobbi
bro. It's time to
being
put the
interviewed
flies
by
in the
Forbes
bag, huh?
and Wired magazine.
It's time for her to go
Althoff,
get that
the
CDL, huh?
podcast is honestly just not very likable. Coming up, she claims that she was posting 5 to 10 TikToks per day for years, where she routinely raked in millions of views, followers, and hundreds of thousands of dollars per year.
But my goal for the first year of once I started getting views and getting followers was that every single day I had to have one video that I posted that got 1 million views. So I would keep trying and trying and trying.
Now, using the Wayback Machine, I can see that her numbers do pretty much align with
I'm
her
a content
story,
creator.
but
I want
do
millions
still
of
think
views
that
too.
after the Drake
I feel it.
podcast, they really tried to make her this big thing, and it just kind of burnt out and then fell flat on its face for the same reason that industry plants in the music sector never
That's
stay
another
hot,
industry plant
because
too,
the
right
fans
there.
they gar- One thing I did find very interesting in these interviews was the insistence that she has always been driven by wanting to be famous.
I've always wanted to act or have some type of leg in Hollywood, kind of. So
You can't blame her. Like, I'm the same way, nigga. I want to be a little famous too.
Where I ended up, it would be me because I was the most driven towards that.
And even more by wanting to be rich.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
How'd you become an influencer?
Everybody want to be rich. How you gonna fall her for wanting to get rich, bro? You can't just fall her for shit that everybody wants to do, bro.
Even says that the only reason she did podcasting and TikTok in the first place was because she saw how much money other people made doing it and got motivated.
The same reason everybody else does it, bro.
And for someone who loves money so much, she seems incredibly lazy.
It's either you want it for the love or you want it for the money. She wants it for the money.
She goes
Get off her dick.
podcast doing little to zero research on her guest that day.
And what is your interviewing technique?
Just no research, show up, and ask questions.
I don't really see a problem with what she's saying, bro. At least she being honest. She's just not scared to admit it.
I was making around like $250 to $300 a year.
200.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she meant $300, man. I was about to be like, damn.
But it's hard to come up with content with just me every day.
$250,000 a year as an annual income is great and all.
Yeah,
it is great.
It is great.
Yeah,
it's better than most people, bro. Yeah, I ain't hating on it,
Sound like a
man.
minimum wage job at Sonic, which I don't think is a winning strategy for gaining public favor. To me, above all else, it really just seems like there's really no passion in anything Bobbi does, and it's all strictly for the money or the clout, which in some fields can definitely work. But
it's all
not in the
business.
entertainment industry.
I hope that I go from D-list to A-list. That's my goal in 10 years.
From D-list to A-list.
Yes.
She still insists over and
she's
over,
still
though,
D-list
that
right
she'd be
now.
fine going back to a job at Jersey Mike's.
At the end of the day, if I had to go back and work at Jersey Mike's again to support myself, I'll make your sandwich for you.
Yeah, I'm calling absolute bullshit on that.
Hell.
She wasn't even cool with $300,000. And during these interviews, both of the interviewers indirectly question her rise to fame and make allusions to the idea that someone in the background pulls a lot of strings for her.
What do you think
That's obvious.
is your appeal? Why do you think you became a thing?
She's a white girl with a boring personality.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Basically, it seems like nobody's buying her story, and at one point she even cries over the hate that she receives online.
Sometimes it's
Everybody
just
does,
constructive
dog.
criticism.
And literally, the shit that y'all are
Yeah.
bashing her for, everybody else has been accused or
Other
does the
than that,
same
when it
fucking
comes to
shit.
Bobbi, there were these pictures of men carrying her out.
Y'all can't just pick and
Someone
choose who
put
y'all want to
together
make
that
fun of
She
it
was
for,
allegedly
though.
dating this NFL player based on one of her posts, and then she got totally embarrassed when this dude did not want to claim her like that, denying the allegations on Twitter after they caught his ass in 4K. I mean, truly,
Nigga,
there's
that
nothing
is
much
you. What you
worse
talking
than when
about that
think
ain't
you
you?
were in a
It's you
full-blown
in 4K.
relationship with someone, and it turns out they were hiding your ass the whole time. And so now she's been on
Ain't
TikTok
nothing wrong with
crying.
it.
Just like hard to imagine finding someone who is truly good for you.
A hoe? Yeah. Maybe I will. Oh no, you said you married young and you have your 2 kids already and you're divorced. Isn't that what divorced people do after that?
Just sleep around and have fun.
No,
And I got lonely.
I don't think
Met a
that's what they
guy
do, but
around
y'all let me know.
Thanksgiving. And I think
So
things moved
technically
really
what
fast.
you're
I don't know,
saying
I thought
is,
it was fun.
if I have 2 kids and I'm single, I could just be a hoe. It's acceptable at that point. So if I don't have any kids and I'm a hoe, it's bad. But if I have 2 kids and I'm divorced, oh, suddenly the wholeness can be accepted.
Clearly it wasn't. It was really sweet. It had raised the bar for me, which sometimes sucks because then it's like, fuck. I didn't want the bar to be raised.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
We don't care.
I don't know. I always
We
just
don't
think
care,
it's an
but you're making a
interesting
whole
case study
video
to see
about
how
it.
quickly these individuals fall out of favor with the public. For her and the Hawk Tuah girl,
Need to do a podcast
all it really
together.
takes is a little
Listen,
adversity to knock
I
that
see
shit
the
down.
vision.
Seriousness, though, Bobbi seems all right. But as far as her maintaining a career online, I just don't really see the longevity here, given her motivations are all wrapped up in clout, material possessions, and greed.
All right, y'all. I think honestly, y'all need to leave Bobbi alone. I don't really see what's the bad thing she did. Like she's probably an industry plant. She is an industry plant, and she probably fell off a little bit. But all of this, like, she wanted to do content to get famous and make money. Like, that's literally the reason why 90% of people do this shit. It's not because of the love no more. It's just because of the money. People see the dollar signs and they do anything, bro. Look what the money make a bitch do. I think where she started to receive hate is when she was cheating on her husband and, you know, throwing herself at other men. That's where I feel like the problem started, which is acceptable. That's an acceptable reason to stop watching somebody or stop liking somebody because they cheated. But I don't really see what she did that was just so bad. I mean, she said straight up she's in this shit for the money. There's a lot of content creators that do this shit for it. You got to look at the other thousands of people who wake up and do content because they see dollar signs, not because they actually love the shit. You feel me? It's not because of the love, though. It's a bunch of them. Not me, though. I love this shit. I'm in it for the love, but I don't fault people for being in it because of the money. You feel me? People do what they got to do to put food on the table for their family. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Do y'all agree with Bobbi? Do y'all like her? Do y'all hate her? Y'all let me know down in the comment section below how y'all feeling. I'm going to catch y'all the next video. It's your boy Mitch Get Rich, and as always, I'm out. Ski!